Hey everyone, we just want to show you guys how we're gonna harvest the sunflower seeds from this. And we have made, or actually Dallas has made a couple of videos where these were growing, and we planted these about 5 months ago. And so they've been growing ever since, and they're ready to be harvested. And we're gonna show you guys how to harvest the sunflowers from the sunflower right here. We have actually 3 of them, and we'll show you that. Okay, so we're gonna show you guys how to harvest the sunflower seeds, and then also how to roast them actually. And then also I'm just gonna, while I'm harvesting them, I'm also gonna let you guys know how you can plant them, which seeds are the best seeds to get, so that next year if you want to grow them again, if you want to grow the sunflowers again, then you can use these seeds, and which ones are the best to put in the ground, and how and so go ahead and just watch this video if you want to learn how to do all that for the sunflowers.
So go ahead and just watch this video if you want to learn how to cook sunflower seeds, harvest sunflower seeds, and grow sunflower seeds.
So first thing, what you're gonna want to look for when you're harvesting the sunflowers and the sunflower seeds is you're gonna look for this yellow here, and then also the browning of the underside, and then also the browning of the flower here, where all of this is just dead. So you want to look for all of those signs in order for you to know that these are ready to be harvested. And then, so what I'm gonna do now is you just have to cut it like maybe 2 inches to 3 inches, just so you could have something to hold on to when you're gonna be harvesting the sunflower seeds. And so this is what it's gonna look like when you cut it down. You're gonna see some of the flowers that are still left over, and then all you're gonna do is just put on a glove, and you're gonna start to just slough them off like this, and you're gonna start to see down here are all of the seeds for the sunflower. So what you want to do is either have a bucket or some sort of like plastic container where you're gonna put your sunflower seeds on, and then just make sure that before you start harvesting the seeds that you get rid of all of this. Okay, so you want to come with me? What you want to do is take your glove and start taking all this off like this. Now you want to make sure that you take everything off, everything all the way down. Okay, and so the one thing that you don't want to do is leave them out too long to where the little worms and stuff will start to eat at them. So we might have some possible worm eating right there. So, and we don't want those seeds. We just want to get the really good ones, the ones that still look good and look complete. Alright guys, so what you want to do is actually come out over here on the edge, and then this is where you're going to start to see the sunflowers just come out. So with your fingers, just start picking them out like this, and have the bucket underneath you so you can catch. Come here, Daisy. Alright guys, so also I wanted to let you guys know how to actually get the best seed for growing the sunflower for next year. So what you want to do is grab like the best like sunflower head. Like to me, this is the best one right here out of all three of the ones that we have, because it's big, it's massive. The sunflower seeds are really big and thick. And then the other thing that you want to look for too is when you pick a couple of them, let's say you grab like a couple of handful out of this sunflower, and what you want to do to make sure that they're viable and that they're going to be good for planting next year is like you want to get the biggest ones. You want to get the ones from the middle right here. Like let's say we grab a couple of these and a handful of them or something like that, a couple more, and then just throw them in the water. The ones that usually sink down are the viable ones, the ones that you can replant and you'll have like a good yielding of sunflowers for the next year. The ones that float up to the top, they're no good. You either want to cook them or just throw them away, because they're not really good for anything really.
Good for planting.
For planting, or possibly not even eating if there's nothing inside of them,
I'll take the cap. Now show me.
And this is Dallas taking out the stalks for the sunflowers. And look at that incredible root system.
Yep. Oh, show this. That's how big they got.
Yeah, man, they're huge.
That's how you could like do shoulder presses.
Oh my gosh.
Do shoulder. Or you could even do squats.
The squats.
Deadlifts. But yeah, look at that. So this is the second one here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So we believe that's a flower that went in there, or it could even be a little worm. But again, just to kind of show you, this is what the sunflower seeds look like when you turn around and give you a little more sunlight on it. You just kind of tear them out.
I don't know, it looks contained.
Does it?
It doesn't look like it's...
Okay. You think it's contained?
Yeah, like if they have like some sort of fire pit or something.
And so this is a small sunflower tree that we did that had multiple sunflowers. And as you can see, these are little baby sunflowers right here. So little baby sunflowers. And this is a smaller one we did. And so these are little baby ones. And so this is a little sunflower tree we did and this is a little sunflower plant we grew that had multiple little sunflowers. And as you can see, these are little baby sunflowers right here. So these are little baby sunflower seeds that come out of this one. A lot smaller than the big one we have.
Good night.
Thanks, Mom.
Bye-bye.
What'd she say?
She said she was glad that you finally got in.
Yeah. So we got locked out earlier, so we finally got the sunflower seeds, and it's a couple hours later, so all is well. And this is the sunflower seeds here. So that's out of all three of them. That's out of all three. So it's a lot of them. Almost a half a bowl.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fill this up with water and then put some salt and let it sit for about an hour. That way the sunflower seeds can get cleaned up and then kill any like little animals that are walking around in there or might have gotten caught in the hole.
Any bacteria?
Bacteria,
and stuff,
yeah, dirt,
okay.
all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna fill it up. We're just gonna soak them really well. We're gonna have the water come up as high as possible. That way we can see what's good and what's not.
And how can you see what's good and what's not?
So the good seeds are gonna kind of basically just fall to the bottom, and then all the bad seeds or any kind of other debris that's in here is gonna come up to the top.
Okay. Looks like a bowl of bran. That's sunflower seed. Okay, so they all came to the top. So you said to the top the seeds weren't good, but
right.
Are they?
But these are good. We'll go ahead and open one up just so you could see them.
So if they do come up to the top, they are good then. They're okay.
Yeah.
But some of them aren't?
Some of them aren't.
Okay.
Some of them won't probably be that good. I don't know how to open this. Okay, just hold it right there. Open one up. We're going to look inside. And look at that little baby.
It's a good seed.
That's a good seed.
Now how do you know if it's a bad seed?
Usually too what will happen is you'll see some of the seeds will look kind of flat, like this right here. I don't know if you could see this, but there's like an indentation that kind of goes in.
Oh yeah.
There's probably not a good seed in here, or a seed that you would even want to like put outside. It might not even really grow.
And how else can you tell if they're a bad seed?
See, there's really nothing in there.
Oh yeah.
There's like no seed in there, so that's not even viable.
And how else can you tell if it's a bad seed?
A lot of times what will happen too is like if the worms get to them, you'll see like little holes right here at the bottom, on the bottom of the seed.
And if you open it, will worms be in there?
And if you open it, yeah, there'll be a little worm inside of it. Ooh. But if they're closed and there's like no opening to it, it's a good seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if it's flat or if there's a worm in it, it's a bad seed.
So this one right here actually is not a good seed.
Because it's flat.
Yeah, because it's really flat.
So if it's flat and there's a worm in it, it's not a good seed. Otherwise, it's a good seed.
It's a good seed. Yeah.
Okay.
See, there's like nothing in that one.
Right. So just otherwise, it's a good seed.
Yeah.
But if there's a worm in it or it's flat, it's a bad seed. Yeah. But otherwise, it's a good seed.
Otherwise, it's a good seed.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, we're gonna add some salt to that mix.
Okay, so we're gonna add some salt.
Okay, so this is about 1.5 gallons
of water.
And then we're gonna put like 4 tablespoons. You could use either pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, which are actually the 2 best salts that you could.
So either fine pink Himalayan salt or sea salt.
Yeah, either one of those is perfect for this. So basically, we're just gonna make the brine. Again, leave it in there for about an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just mix all this up together. And again, just leave it for an hour. And then we can go to the next process.
And she did 4 scoops.
4 tablespoons would be good.
Yummy.
So just make sure that when you put the salt in here, you mix it in real good and that there's no salt left in the bottom. That way you can get a really good brine going, and these things can just soak and get cleaned up. And then later on, we'll go ahead and empty out the water in about an hour.
So, in about an hour, we'll empty out the water. You want to make sure the salt dissolves. You want to make sure it's not at the bottom, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so it's been an hour now, so we're going to drain all the water out. And then we're going to put it in the pan. Let's go ahead and drain that now. Oops. Actually,
you also want to make sure there's not too many buggles on it.
Okay, so now we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil on them. That way we can roast them. And then we're gonna mix it. We're gonna mix it all in, and then we're gonna also put some.
So we put in the olive oil, and then we're gonna roast it. But then you're also gonna put in the Himalayan sea salt. Now, is this Himalayan sea salt or Himalayan salt?
Himalayan salt.
Okay, perfect.
Or pink salt.
Salt, okay. So we put that on, and then we're gonna roast it.
We're gonna mix them.
No, but so we put the Himalayan pink salt on, and then you put you put the Himalayan pink salt on, and then you put on the olive oil.
Correct.
And then now what are you gonna do?
Now we're gonna mix it all in.
Okay.
All together. We're gonna move everything all around. Make sure we got everything. And we coat everything with salt and with olive oil.
So we got everything coated with salt and olive. So we got everything coated with salt and olive oil.
Correct. And then now we're gonna just spread it across the pan, so we can start roasting.
Okay, so we're spreading it across the pan so we can start roasting.
Go ahead and turn on the oven. Enough just to coat.
Go ahead.
Okay, so now we have enough to just coat all of the pan. A good thin layer. And then we're going to put it in the oven at 300 for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, so again, we have it all layered on the pan, and we're going to put it in the oven at about 300 for 15 to 20 minutes. Perfect. And let's do that now.
These into the oven.
Okay, so now we're taking them out. Yummy. Okay, and now they're all done, and now they're ready to eat. So that is how you make your own natural organic sunflower seeds. If you like this video, please like it, and if you like this video, please like it. If you like this video, please subscribe, and we'll have more videos. Thank you. I'm trying the sunflower seed. That's the seed. Not bad. Pretty good, actually.